YouTube, what's good with it? Strength Kips back for that ass. Today I got something a little bit different. I know I say that in all my joints, but this joint, this for real different. I'm gonna break down how I made this beat. It's real experimental. You could say it's WondaGurl, Eastbound inspired, cause that's the closest thing I could put to it. It's a dark track with heavy drums. I did some unusual things on this joint. There's some things I don't usually do. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Come on, come on. So this started with a simple 2-chord progression. And what I did was I suspended the chords so it feels like there's movement going on. For the next melody, I pulled up M1. Still one of my favorite slept on VSTs. I played a little fill, simple notes, simple pattern, darker sound. To fatten the sound a bit, did some distortion. I like to add distortion on some of my melodies. It gives it some color, some texture, some attitude. It's a different feeling as opposed to some of the clean bells and plucks and keys. For the last melody, I had to pull up Omni. I mean, you know, that's my main. Fill in some of the spaces that the M1 melody didn't fill in, to support the main chords moving in the background. After that, I went to some hats. I thought the melody was cool. I said, hold up. This is same routine, same pattern, same strategy, same, and you making all your beats the same way. Maybe it's time you try to switch that thing up. You know what? Let me export the melodies, reverse it, and then chop it up in a playlist and see what that sound like. And it sounded like something. Once I chopped that up, threw an EQ on it, and then some more effects, I put a fruity love filter, like a gated sound. So it's even more movement on top of all that groundwork we already laid. So just by hearing the melody alone, it's already got a bounce. So the drums ain't gotta go too crazy because the rhythm is in the melody. And then on top of that, I threw a gross beat. On both of these effects, I turned the mix down so it's not at 100%, but you still get the vibe of what those plugins are doing to the sound. Once I felt the drums in a good place, went back to the melody, try to add some more to the sample that I made earlier. I opened up a one shot, looking for another dark sound to fill out the vibe, you know. And I found this vocal type of accent sound like a growl a little bit, and it's just a hit, just simple hits on some of the key notes and the chords. It's already so much dark, low end going on in the melody. I figured let's add something bright, but keep the melody still dark. You know, you want to keep that dark, evil kind of vibe. Now I went crazy at first with that pluck sound, and then I started scaling it back. It's like, you don't need to get too intricate with this melody. You just needed to accent and highlight some parts of the song. Now it's time to tackle the hi-hats. I didn't want to do the hi-hats I usually do. I wanted to try something new. And then I got to the open hats, and I figured since I'm experimenting with this thing, I might as well go all the way. So I ended up doing slide notes. So every time a hat hits, it slides into the octave below it. And I figured since I was taking it there, might as well go back on the 808s, and on the first hit of each bar, reverse it. Now I know that's not super new, but in the context of this beat, it adds almost like another melody to the beat when you lay that first hit that's reversed with the next hit that's normal. And now we're going all the way with the experimentalness. That's a word. That's a word, right? Now we're gonna put some effect tricks on the hats to add even more texture and character to the sound of this beat. That's how this thing went. It's a different sound, a little darker. I guess you could compare it to a WondaGurl Eastbound, but I just have fun trying stuff I just never do at all. Just try to experiment and evolve the sound. I think that's the takeaway I got from this. Is just have fun and be fearless with it. Just try whatever, man. If it comes out trash, it's trash, but you learn something. You learn what doesn't work. But if you found something that do work, you could apply it and craft your sound. And now you got something that's unique to you. But yeah, enough of me ranting and trying to preach to y'all. If you like the content, share, subscribe, and what's the other one? Share, subscribe, like. Yeah, like it. Till next time, be good.